Hello there. Cookies with turn 59 in the first turn of war with Helheim as part of the Elf Civil War. And we're finally getting exciting again. So let's go ahead and dive into it. We did cast Blood Vortex and it failed. So this was our biggest enchantment that we tried. Almost 300 Blood Slaves. I think because Blood Slaves count as half though, it worked out to only like an overcast of, I don't know, maybe like 50. So maybe just not a very strong effort. Probably needed to put like 500 or 600 into it for this to work. But this is unfortunate. Did a couple of fires from afar. We cast Dark Skies. It didn't work. So we failed that overcast. And we cast a spell, and that did not work. So, feels bad. That is for sure. So we haven't changed the global situation at all, and we get hit by a bevy of Helheim magic phase attacks. So let's go ahead and see how they look. We have a ghoul attack in this province that has the temple in it, I believe. Go ahead and see how our infantry do. Get a quick rout. I think we killed the commander. Alright, so pretty good there. Then in the Forgotten Woods, more ghouls. I find it comical that they just stick the commander in a random spot somewhere. They get a much better surround here. So the ghouls are doing better so far. And then the hearse just runs for some reason. Alright, so they take Forgotten Woods. Whoops, kind of spoiled that one. Amber Fields. We have another ghoul attack, so I think this is an astral spell. Yeah. Is it? No, it's a death spell, like to create ghouls. I thought maybe it was like imprint mines, but I think that gives a different unit. It's like the guys with the little fish slaps. I think they give them a cod. So, alright. So they take Amber Fields. Then we have the Cloud Cap Spires. More ghouls. Heavy Cavalry doing some work. Heavy Infantry trying to do some work. Heavy Cavalry run, but victory. There we go. Branded Hills. We have the Hawk Attack, which is 10 air gems. And I have never seen it eat hearses like this before, but it just yeets that hearse. I've seen it like fail to kill basic commanders before, so that was somewhat surprising they killed a blessed hearse that quickly. And then in Tesiphon, got more ghouls. I think they kill the commander again, get a quick rout. And then Estenofia. Helheim brings in another squad of birds. Because it's, what, 21 defense, 13 protection. So it has to roll better on the DRN to even do damage. Are they... Oh, they do. Okay. So it's just like the sheer number of birds. So more protection on the hearse would probably protect against this. Like 13 prod against 9 damage is they can still roll damage. So that explains that. Cool. This hearse survives. We get a bunch more blood slaves. And then we have a few normal phase attacks. So in Wolfen Plain, we have a Jarl Thug with a blood slave and a brand and a lion pelt, really basic kit. Unfortunately for him, he ran into one of my fully geared thugs, so definitely at a disadvantage. So especially 27 attack, so I'm gonna be able to hit even his crazy bless. Built this kit just to try and be able to kill stuff like this. So it's so the idea of this kit is +5 attack, +4 attack, or +9 attack. And then with, you know, happen to proc Blood Surge on the imps, so it jumps up to 29. So with this Frost brand, it has 30 attack. On this guy, who's a little bit harassed down now, so he was 30 defense, now he's 25. So we should be able to chip him down. He's got a brand, which does 12 cold damage. Or 8 magic slashing, and then 12 cold. But my guy's also got a brand. So he's got 10 cold resistance. So largely immune to the brand effect. So he can just do chip damage, but with 28 defense against his 15 attack, this is just an overmatch. And then his other path isn't going to do anything, and his Blood Slave is gone for the imps. So this guy's helpless unless he runs. Okay. However, I think he was in the Undying range. So Helheim has Undying on their bless, so he died anyways. Then in Burrell, we go ahead and send in our same, different thug, same kit. So we should be able to kill the ungeared version as well. So with 39 combat speed, by adding in swiftness and Windrunner, or Windrunner gives swiftness, I believe. So we have all the stats. The only stat that we don't do great on is protection, because we're opting for the copper plate to make ourselves immune to Thunderstrike spam. So Armor of Knights would, if they start coming up with something that punches through, then I'll start doing Armor of Knights, and maybe that'll protect against that. Alright, Hearst gets the idea, runs away. Then in the Golem range, we have another thug. This one's got parts of the Bogus kit. So it's a Frostbrand, Greenstone armor from Bogus, Bracers of Protection, and Precious, which is a really nice item. So this guy's all sorts of kitted out. So he's got a 25 damage, 18 attack, Frostbrand, with 22 defense, 21 protection. So pretty tanky. Going up against just some PD, so he should win that. It's kind of cool. I think this is the Dark Skies in the background. It's pretty neat. So I think this is an enemy dominion. 8 morale. So he should be 14 morale, but he's at 8. So I think it's 6 from Dark Skies. They just don't reflect it. Would be nice if they'd start doing that. Waste. I think this guy should just do like a buff cycle and charge in. I don't think he needs the imps, but he's fatigued out. It takes so long to kill the imps though that he's almost awake again, and then even sleepy with 26 defense, they can't hit him. So I think it would be interesting if getting fatigued out made your defense go to 0. But then I think you need more counterplay in terms of like battlefield reinvigoration, like more than just relief, because then fatigue plays would get too strong. But I think that'd be something interesting for maybe a mod or the next game. All right, so he takes that. Lightning. This one's regrettable. Had 25 units killed, 25 wounded, 4 killed, including my rare random dwarf. Got 18 water gems, found a magic site, and got some unrest. And we got the feathered serpent. So that was unfortunate, primarily because, and you can't see it, but when I logged into the turn, I saw I had 6 lightning resist items. So there was no need for him to die. All I had to do was distribute the gear. Feels bad. So my Earth 4 random dwarf has died, and he's mostly just spent his whole career researching, because I never had a need for his services until probably now, and now he's dead. So, because I forgot to give him an item. So, Wrath of God, claiming its victim, and this is exactly the type of reason why I dissolved the nap last turn. So we've got the we're constructing a lot of stuff for Murdering Winter, because he's got Vengeful Waters, which means he has enough water access to do Murdering Winter. So we're getting some cold resist gear, we're getting more lightning resist gear, and just to protect key mages. Additionally, we're moving this mage, our Stygian Rainscaster. So we gave her some boots, and it turns out she can make it all the way over here. So she's going to go over here, because it looks like this is Siege Chaff, which means there's probably a bunch of elves nearby, and they're planning to come sit on this fort. I've got Operation Foul Vapors set up. These guys aren't going to kill a whole lot, but they should buy a little bit of time to poison some dudes. In testing, these Vanheims against Hellherdings, with early game technology, they were trading at a 3-to-1 ratio, which was really, really bad. So I think the most I could get it to with like the Hammer of the Mountains and stuff to like stun was something like 2.5-to-1, and that was with a bunch of army thugs. So these guys probably are not going to fare well, but hopefully they'll buy some time. I renamed him from Foul Vapors to our Little Angry Gardener, and he's gonna I don't know, let off some gas, I guess, some pesticides against all the birds and the worms. So get off my fort, bro. So yeah, and then we're doing some counter raiding, and we're setting up some more province defenses. Seriously, I didn't script that guy either. Gosh. All right, and then we've got some stuff going. We've got some raids going. Fire gems and blood slaves are at a premium. Oh, speaking of blood slaves, now that we wasted all of them, we're getting a heliophagus, and I'm casting Melancholy at this army in case. I did not realize when I cast this that it only works if the army stays still or if you predict where it's going to go. So if it moves on this turn, I'm not going to hit anything. So, but I only found that out, like how this spell works, after I used it. So great research, me. Would have been great to just go into the questions thread and confirm, but I didn't. So we're doing that. Getting some more dragon helmets so that we can fight in crappy Dominion under Wailing Winds. Basically need infinite dragon helmets. So yeah, I'm getting some more stuff, more brands, especially because they give cold resist too. So And we got our foul vapors trap set up. We're gonna go ahead and start moving these guys north so that they can help out with the siege. We're doing some more counter raids, setting up some province defenses to catch his raiders. Not everywhere, but in enough places to keep him honest, I guess. So just like keeping it different too, sneaking some raiders so that they can't get counter raided themselves. So just moving a lot of troops around. And I think that's it. So a lot of stuff happening. Really fun intro to the war, doing all this raiding. He was trying to trace income through here. Managed to defend this one. So got no income from the Forgotten Woods. But otherwise, like he took this one, but didn't really raid into the core too much. So survived in pretty good shape, pretty decent income. So I'll keep up the pressure on my end too. But mostly trying to keep it to my dominion or like 1 or 2 candles. Not trying to venture too far into Dark Skies, Vengeful Waters, Wrath of God. So that's kind of the point with that. And I will see you in turn 60.